I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet. Tell her run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell her run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet. Tell her run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell her run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Ebony Sports Reporters in the house, we're in the house. So, we got Jamal Touré right here. We got some new Ebony Sports Reporters, coaches in the house also. We got Julius Hall here. Julius Hall got his Warrior stuff. He got that on. Then you got our brother, Shigari Lee Andrews in the house. Bam. You know, he's representing. You see him right there in the corner. Then you got the one over there, who keep grinding. Coach Charles Morris in the house. Coach Shigari, Coach Charles Morris. And so I was trying to be decent. To all of America. I was trying to be decent. I had some, so I had to, since Charles Morris had to get like that, I had to do this right here. I had to run to the car to go put this on. See, I was trying to be chill. I could not let y'all understand. It's Groves in the house, Tompkins in the house. They were going to try to dominate. West Side Whippers all in the house. Yeah.
That's right. West Side Whippers. Give it respect that deserve. West Side Whippers.
And we say to all of you all, we say share. And we got some things happening, but we got to pay homage to someone who was an international figure right here from Savannah, Georgia, right off of these streets right here, who traveled around the entire world carrying Savannah with him, and also was elected official here in the city of Savannah. So we throw it out there to you, Coach Julius Hall, your tribute, your honor with regards to Larry Gator Rivers, who was a Harlem Globetrotter. Coach Julius Hall.
Oh, this was my friend, y'all. This was my buddy. We cussed each other out every other day. Gator was a good friend of mine. We didn't let nobody pick our friends. He had people that he knew that didn't like me, and he wouldn't let them talk about me. And I had friends that didn't like him, and you didn't talk about Gator bad about me because I didn't want to hear. Gator was a person who always wanted to do what was right for the community. That's all he cared about, was community. You didn't see this guy care about nothing else. But when he first got elected, I talked him into running, me and Charlie Brown, because he kept bothering us about things that were going on in the government. And we just told him, why don't you just run? So, then he say, I'm going to do that. Next thing you know, he running. But he always was, I used to always mess with him about, you can't carry that basketball into everywhere that you go when you govern. They're not going to take you serious. He said, no, the basketball is why they are going to take me serious. He said, I've traveled around the world with this basketball. He said, so they're going to take me serious. And, the thing is, with his Gator Academy and Gator Ball and everything that he brought into, and all the stuff that he was trying to do, him and Bruce Capers and all the rest of those guys, him and Bruce used to talk on the phone all the time. With Gator come up with an idea, and he'll call everybody on the phone. But I just wanted to pay tribute to a great guy, gone too soon. I talked to him 3 or 4 days before he passed, and because we were planning on having lunch, and he was coming out here to meet some Port Wentworth officials, and it was just sudden for me because I just talked to him 2 or 3 days before. He was at the hospital on that Friday, and I talked to him 2 or 3 days, like that Tuesday. He was saying he was tired from chemo. But That was my man. He's a Savannah legend, probably the most famous Savannian to come out of Savannah. Um, and I'm gonna miss the phone calls. He would call and aggravate me all the time. He would be over here to all the functions at my house, and anything that I called him for, he would be there. So just want to pay tribute. That was my guy. This is him and me at my 60th birthday party. He shows up to whatever I called him for, and he's a great guy, my guy.
All right. And Coach Shigara, any thoughts you want to share with regards to Larry Gator Rivers?
Well, from my understanding, I was a young jit, maybe 6, 7 years old, when I started hearing the name Gator Rivers. I don't know if she was his sister or his cousin, Pat Rivers, used to hang out at our house when we stayed on East Broad and Henry Street. So I heard a lot about him. Didn't personally meet him in my grown age. As an adult, I didn't really meet him. I spoke to him. I did talk to him back and forth in a text, and we was talking about something. But from my understanding, like you say, he's the best basketball player ever to come out of this city.
I'm trying to figure something out right now. I'm trying to figure out. Shigari from Hazard County. He from Hazard County. I don't know why you trying to do me like that. We has it in the house. These are everybody, every sports reports. Y'all see what goes on. These coaches like, he from Hazard. But I moved that wrong. 32nd, 500 block. But anyway, we go Coach Charles Morris. Anything you want to share with regards to Larry Gator Rivers?
Yes, first of all, I want to just give respect to Larry Gator Rivers and his family. My condolences to him and his family. I was working on something with Matthew Jackson, Showbiz Jackson. Y'all know who that is, one of the Harlem Globetrotters also. And me and Matt was going to plan to get all the legends from Savannah Harlem Globetrotters, and we was going to do an interview, you know what I'm saying? And Gator was eager to do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just so, kind of choked up right now that I didn't get the opportunity to do the interview. But he was a great man. I mean, he asked me to do a little camp one time, do a basketball camp for the youth, man, when he found out that I could play basketball real good, you know what I'm saying, and all this stuff. But I just want to give my condolences to him and his family, man. He was a great man, man. He'd truly be missed, man.
Yeah, yes, indeed. And I don't generally try to interject anything, but I got to share this with y'all. When I did one of the Black History Moments, I did it on the Globetrotters who were from Savannah. And I named folks, then Gator called me up. He called me up. He said, Jamal, you had missed so-and-so and so-and-so. I was like, oh, yeah. And I said, oh, yeah, such and such. So I said, I got him next year. And so that was just.
He should have put on that shirt.
Yeah, his computer went out. He's in the next room. We're gonna get him hooked up.
I know I'm gonna hear it though.
I don't know whether he could come back in or not. He'll have to come back in and be on one of these computers over there.
I told y'all it's a conspiracy. They shut me down. Shigari, he not going to the west side with them. He shut me down. He just shut. Oh my God. Oh, what happened when you get Groves and Tompkins in the house? Oh, wow.
He just come out of the other room in here.
Wow. I won't say no more. We just move on. Oh my God.
I don't know what happened. That computer went out.
Yeah.
It's a laptop. I should have had that desktop in there.
That's what he say. That's what he say.
No, I'm gonna let you get right here.
This is unbelievable.
I'm gonna let you get right here until I change it over.
No, we just go. We're gonna probably have a commercial, but we're gonna go on. We're going to our first topic outside of our brother who we have fond remembrance as Larry Gator Rivers, and that's Trinity Thomas. Trinity Thomas. What's your thoughts on Trinity Thomas, Coach Julius Hall? What's your thoughts on Trinity Thomas?
Trinity Thomas, the baddest I ever seen. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I don't think nobody in the world can touch her. She is just absolutely amazing. Y'all need to go and watch her. And I mean, they're going to be scared when she starts in these world championships and the Olympics and everything else. There's nothing that can even touch this girl. This girl is absolutely awesome. And we like her uniforms.
I'm hoping that they don't get corrupted too. I'm hoping they don't get corrupted. That's why I'm hoping they don't get corrupted. So I'm doing this cautiously right now. So, Coach Shigari, what's your thoughts regarding Trinity Thomas?
Well, she's amazing. She has 28 perfect scores during her career. Also, Coach Julius thinks she's the GOAT. I wouldn't give her that title just yet. I think it's still Simone's on, but he's right. She 5 perfect scores in the vault, 12 perfect scores in the floor exercise, 6 perfect scores in the beam, and 5 perfect scores in the bar. And that's a number of All-American accolades. So I think she's an amazing young lady, and I think the sky's the limit for her career.
All right. Coach Charles, what's your thoughts with regards to Trinity Thomas?
Well, I've really never been in the gymnastics, but by hearing him when Julius put the questions up and gave it to her, and it just is amazing how this young lady. I mean, just like Shigari said and Julius said, man, the sky's the limit for this young lady. You know what I'm saying? And I just, pray that she, keep being successful and, keep her mind focused and doing what she's doing, and just represent, the way she's doing, She's marvelous, she got my vote.
All right, cool. We like that. Yes. So now we move on to this right here. Kentucky State University, the Thoroughbreds. They have a situation. They're not going to be sanctioned by the NCAA based on playing a player that was ineligible that they were told to play by the president who's no longer at the school. So they're not being punished. So we want to find what's your thoughts with regards to you have a president, 80 and everybody else know they should not be playing, but the president said, I want this player to play. What do you think should happen with regard to this, Coach Charles?
Well, I think he should be one to get in trouble. It's really not the student getting in trouble, because they were just doing what they was told to do. You know what I'm saying? But these people who we got in high places that they know better than they shouldn't do that. And I don't know if it was all about the money, you know what I'm saying? But it just was, you don't do that to people, put them in situations,
Yeah. All right. And Coach Shigari, what's your thoughts with regards to this?
Well, my regards to that is that they didn't punish the players for it, but the AD should hold some type of responsibility, even though he got the word from the president. And the thing is, if that player would have played without letting anyone know he was ineligible, or they would have found out later he was ineligible, then they would have punished the player, the team. So how does the president get the skate from this? How does the AD get the skate from this? It's just not right. If you're gonna hold the players to a standard, you got to hold them to a standard. And that's my opinion.
All right. Coach Shigari, Coach Charles, on point with regards to my thoughts with regards to this. And so, Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts?
Hey, they got off light. $2,000 fine, 2-year probation. They got off light. Those coaches should have protested and say, no, I can't put that player on the field, especially the coach and the AD. If y'all know that this player is ineligible, then you got to say, Mr. President, I don't think I can put him out there. You're not gonna fire me, is it? If you fire me, I'm gonna be forced to call the press. Look who ain't there.
Right.
The president ain't there no more. So they got off pretty light. You shouldn't be able to do that. But it's probably being done a whole lot of places all over the country to a lot of these universities. But hey, such is life.
Okay. Yep. All right. And so now we're gonna move into this. It's gonna be a Flage segment right here. We got Flage first one. Flage and Angel Reese. Flage and Angel Reese sat down with Ryan, and they were gonna have a conversation. And so Angel Reese and Flage, what's your thoughts with regards to that? And that we gonna throw it out to Coach Shigari. What's your thoughts with regards to Angel Reese and Shigari and Flage?
Well, big ups to Flage, Big Four. Big ups to her representing her city.
Yes,
She actually, that interview was a learning experience for up and coming freshmen or anyone going high school, college, from junior high, transitioning to the next level. She wasn't making it to practice on time. She was, as we do in Savannah, she right. We do a lot of trash talking when we playing, but we play as much as we trash talk. But she finally got her head on right, as she said. She started being to practice 15 minutes or 20 minutes before time. She started listening to Angel Reese and pipe down a little bit and then focus on basketball, because she said as she was running the stadium and for 30 minutes, and one coach said to her that, you know, you proving them guys right that you can't play basketball and be a rap artist. So she rededicated herself to the game while she doing her studies and doing her rap thing. So big ups to number 4, nothing but a bright future for her.
So,
All right. That's it, indeed. And so, Coach Charles, what's your thoughts with regards to conversation with Angel Reese and also Flage, especially when Flage was saying, hey, I'm from Savannah, letting it be known. Acting almost like she's from Tompkins High School, something like that.
no, big shouts out to the big foe, man, Flage, man. That story there reminds me, I don't know if y'all remember when when Magic Johnson came into the league with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he had that same mentality. You know, he is a rookie, just being flashy and flamboyant, but I like his confidence. I ain't gonna say he was cocky, but I like his confidence. She came in with confidence, thinking that, she's with the best players, she's on that level and she can compete with. But the practice, you got to be on time, and I'm glad they got that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kareem had to calm Magic down, and they became the best of friends, and came later on to be legends in this NBA games, you know what I'm saying? And so I just respect that they sat down and they was able to, she just listened to Reese, man. And that's what we need. Some people, that we can listen to another person, not take offense, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to Angel and Flage sitting down having the conversation so everybody can hear it?
Well, it was a great interview. Great interview. These kids, they really have bonded. I like that. I like the fact that Angel Reese took her under her wing, saw that she was a little bit out of the norm, and brought her in and say, hey, everything gonna be all right. You just got to watch what you're doing right now. You got to adjust to us. We don't have to adjust to you. And that really worked. It really warmed my heart to see her take her in like a little sister, knowing that she needed some guidance, knowing that she needed some mentoring. And that's what it's all about. I'll protect you. You just hold on. I could see you know what you're doing. You have to have that some degree of cockiness, because everybody else, your talent just ain't gonna get you there, because everybody's talented. So you got to have that degree of cockiness that gives you an edge. And she has that degree of cockiness where you can say, me and you talented, both of us talented, but I'm going to scare you with my cockiness. That's what Michael Jordan used to do. He scared him until everybody just believed that he could do it. He used to talk more noise than anybody. So I like that. And she got to be. I don't know whether you ain't talking about that yet, but go ahead. Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm gonna say this right here. To everyone out there looking at the show, share. We say share. Why is Robert Bryant so concerned about Philly right now? Nobody talking about Philly right now. I'm talking about the Eagles right now. And thank God Bernard Brown is not on the show. Thank God Coach Bernard Brown is not here. Thank God. Just gonna throw that on out there. But then we gotta come to, again, I don't know if it's a Savannah thing, but again, Flage threw something out there. You gotta act broke. Act broke. Charles Morris, what was your thoughts with Flage when it said you gotta act broke?
I mean, the fact that why she said it, I don't know, but sometimes when you act broke, you act like you got a lot of money, everybody want a piece of your money. When she working hard and she bleeding hard for all this, you know what I'm saying? And she deserved everything she get, you know what I'm saying? And I just, sometimes you just got to act like you ain't got that, because you ain't got to worry about people asking you all the time. If you want to give it to them, and I know she's a person that got a good heart. She represents her city. she's going to give back. But just like she said, she's stacking her money for, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Basketball might not be her, you know what I'm saying, like career. You know what I'm saying? Her rapping might make it, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, I respect her for, you know, her decisions when she's doing.
And we'll say this right here. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regard to this young lady, this teenager saying that, hey, if I need clothes, I not have these manufacturers, these designers sending me stuff. So what's your thoughts with regard? She say, I act broke.
Well, you know, I used to hang with her grandmama. Her grandmama went to Beach High School, and I used to be the Beach High School mom. I was at my own school. I had a girlfriend at Beach High School back in the day. And Tammy, her grandmother Tammy, used to be, you know, my friend. She used to hang with Brenda. I used to date Brenda. But anyway.
The opinion of Coach Julius Hall, merely opinion of Coach Julius Hall, not the opinion of Ebony sports reporters.
What you talking about? It's crazy or anything. Anyway, I thought that this child was my grandchild or something because she sounded just like me. I don't buy nothing. Ask my wife. She buy everything. She buy everything. She probably going to buy something now. You know, I don't buy nothing. And so the Flajay has that attitude of I need to stack my paper. You know, and that's what you do. You stack your paper. And she always coming back to the city giving, you know. So, and that's what all athletes and all celebrities need to do. Give. Don't spend your money on a $10,000 bottle of champagne that is going to be gone in 5 seconds when you could have poured that into the kids at the rec center. You know, it's a lot that we got to be able to say that we're giving back from, you know, from what we've received. You know, to whom much is given, much is expected. And that's what we need to be looking at, you know. And somebody has taught this child great. Her mother has taught her good, really good, that don't go spending money frivolously. They say she rides up to practice on a bicycle or some kind of little cart. You know, she ain't riding around when she got the money. So she ain't riding around in no Mercedes Benz coming to practice. They say she rides up, she be late all the time, but when she rides up on. So, you know, I applaud her mentality.
Yeah. Coach Shigari. All right. She shared some things. She put it out there. And I have to say that she throws Savannah out there. So what's your thoughts with regards again? She's saying, hey, you know, you might have money, but you need to act broke. And so again, that her philosophy, her thinking, and the maturity that she got. What's your thoughts on Coach with regards to her?
Well, the act broke statement, I can relate to that. That's me, because I am broke. But I believe that the young lady's head is on her shoulder straight, and she, you shouldn't keep working for your money. You should have your money working for you. And at a young age, you know, most youngsters think, well, I'm young, I got plenty of time to recover. Well, you should work hard when you're young, and when you're older, then you should enjoy life. So maybe, just maybe, she's looking at it from that aspect. And like Julia said, her support group, the people in her ear, her team, they're not telling her what she just want to hear. They're not just going along. You know, they're directing her in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? They're telling her, hey, just take your time. You got plenty of time. You're young now. Work while you're young. Play when you get older. Big ups to big folk.
All right. Yeah, and by her being a Johnson, the Johnson side of her family comes from tied to the Leaf side. There's our Bullock County side. So just let y'all know, see, because we got people out there know, because the Johnson are part of the Leaf family out of Bullock County. Just let y'all know that. Yeah, there's some others too. You know, but we gonna roll on with this, and so we.
We gotta put that disclaimer up because he claiming family again.
I'm just saying, we disrupted, that's right. So I'm just saying, just put it out there. We got people who can verify, just let y'all know, because family reunion coming up this summer. But there's something going on happening right now. Coach Julius Hall, we coming to the NBA right now. We come to the NBA, we're going to talk about who is done right now. Coach Julius Hall, I think that you're a little confused. You got on a Warrior jersey, but got on a Lakers t-shirt underneath it.
I'm trying to tell you, because of the Lake, I'm going to tell you. You asking who done, right?
I'm going to Coach Shigari first, but I just want everybody to know. I want everybody to understand. He got on purple and they got the blue and gold all at one time. Coach Shigari, who's done? Who's done with regard to the NBA, with regard to the playoffs? Who's done?
I think as far as the NBA, this generation of NBA, the guys don't want to play 50 games. They got to play a game and rest. I think Kawhi is a heck of a player when he play, but he sit more than he play. So when he play, he's valuable to his team. But when he's sitting, he's killing his team while he's still getting his paycheck. I think Russell Westbrook, I think he have to be under the right system. I think he's a system player. And when he fit into a team that's not up and down, he looked like he washed up. I think he may have a year or two left, but he has to be in the right system. And I don't too much know. I think LeBron James still got another good 2 or 3 years in at his age. I think next year, I think he'll play more in the post. I believe would be better for him to play more in the post. And I just think the Lakers gonna surprise if Anthony Davis don't have a concussion. I think they'll beat the Warriors.
Oh boy. Okay.
I got both of them.
Okay. All right. Oh, Coach Charles, what's your thoughts with regard? Who's done in the NBA? Who's done?
Well, that's just like Shigari said. I think Kawhi, he's done. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, he's a very good asset to the team when he's there. But when he's not there, man, sitting there getting that money, sitting on the bench, smiling and everything, he's not. He's hurting the team. They spent all that money to get this team and get him together, and he just like my man Anthony Davis, man. I mean, they must be made out of tissue. And I'm a Laker fan, man. You know what I mean? I just need Anthony Davis to get the Shaq rule, man. You need to read the Shaq book, So I think Kawhi, and I think he's really done out of the NBA this year. And also Chris Paul. I think they are wearing Chris Paul down, and I never seen him get this much injury in my life, So, and I think Chris Paul is done.
Okay, all right, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, as far as done, Russell Westbrook, he done. But Phoenix Suns is done. If Ayton and Paul is out, they done. It's over for them. Ain't no more coming back. It's over. They through. They can't win without those two. Kevin Durant and what the other boy name?
Booker.
That Booker. They can't do it. They can't do it. And who else is done is the loser of Game 6. That's Game 6, right? Yeah, Game 6. Loser of Game 6 and the Lakers is done. If Golden State lose that game, it's over. If the Lakers win, y'all know it's over because they're up 3-2. So they done. And AD, y'all know what they call him, right? Y'all know his nickname?
What's his nickname, G?
Street clothes. That's what they call it. Charles Barkley called him street clothes. Say he in street clothes more than he in uniform.
He is.
Nickname, street clothes.
That's why he got the wardrobe up.
The Lakers can't win without him, though.
Right.
He's a shot blocker and he's a scorer. So they lose that. But the Lakers sauce got something that LeBron see now. So LeBron gonna come back because he see that young nucleus around him. Those boys can shoot. They're playing. I think what his name is?
Vanderbilt.
He shoot too much, but he can play and he's a good shot blocker.
Awesome defense too.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Coach Charles, were you scared for AD? Were you scared for AD what happened last night? Were you scared? Or are you scared right now for him?
Well, I don't know when AD is hurt and when he's not hurt, man. I mean, all I want him to do, like I said, read the Shaq book, man. Get in there, and be one of the best big mans in the Laker history. You know what I'm saying? You got a big, S on your chest, man. Use that S on your chest. You got a lot of stuff on your back. People are in LA. They want a championship, and they're hungry for it.
That's a good point, Coach Charles. So that's what I'm going to throw it into you, Coach Shigari. So they won a championship, but it was in the bubble. So with AD, how he is right now, are you afraid for them? And do you think they can win a championship outside of the bubble?
Well, I think instead of calling AD street clothes, might want to call him hold your breath. Because every time he take a tumble, everybody holding their breath, wondering if he gonna get up. So yeah. I'll say that right now. As far as the Lakers and him playing, with him playing, I think they could win the championship. With him out, well, it depends on which AD show up. Now he done had a injury the other day, so we don't know which AD we gonna get. We don't know if we're going to get the 30-point AD or we're going to get the 10-point AD. So it depends on which AD show up. And another thing I analyze is playing with LeBron James is like playing a Game 7 of the World Championship Series every game. Because you have had cats who they came to play with LeBron, and when they were on other teams, they were knocking threes down like crazy. As soon as they linked up with LeBron, they was throwing bricks. So I don't know if it's pressure to play with LeBron or not. I just don't know. I think the bubble is different than now because in the bubble you didn't travel. You played in the same gym every game, so you knew where your sweet spot was. You knew where everything was. You even knew where the dead spot was on the floor. I just think I think AD is overrated. I just think he overrated. I think he always been overrated because even in the national championship game with Kentucky, he didn't show up. He was just there in size. Yeah, it's good to play defense, but when the team depends on you for offense too, you're supposed to be one of the best players in the NBA. You're supposed to average a double-double without a problem. I think in the offseason, he need to get in the weight room and he need to get with LeBron and find out who LeBron paying them $1 million a year for to get his body right, is what I think. I think he's just not strong enough.
And that was said last year on Ebony Sports Reporters. They said that AD needs to develop his physical strength. He needs to get in some training, that he needs to get that going on. So, Coach Julius Hall, you have seen what people have said that it's about Golden State. Golden State will take it on. These intelligent people say Golden State will go and take it. You're a little confused because you got Lakers stuff and also Golden State Warriors stuff. But what's your concern? Do you think AD could take them to a championship outside of the bubble?
Well, the first thing that need to happen tomorrow, I agree with Marie and I agree with Donna. Golden State also, because the first thing that Draymond Green need to do is when he down there on the post, just slap AD side the head, and then it's gonna scare him, and you done took him out the game. So but AD soft is tissue, soft as cotton. Every time he fall, like Shigari said, you are wondering whether he gonna get up. Because he's so soft, and instead of doing what Klay Thompson and LeBron James and them do all, you making millions and millions and millions of dollars. Get the conditioning in. They don't want to get the conditioning in. They want to go and party all summer. And that's I got that from his cousin. Because they party together.
We do not go get lemon pepper wings, though.
Yeah, we go get lemon pepper wings.
We don't get no lemon pepper. Yeah. So now flopping. Everybody, it seems like everybody is flopping in the NBA. Everybody is flopping. Coach Shigari, what's up with the flopping going on in the NBA? What's up with the flopping?
I think, like I said, today's game ain't the game we grew up on. You got ticky-tack fouls, you got invisible fouls, you got a lot of traveling, you got a lot of carrying, you got a whole lot of everything in the NBA. I think just because I jerked my head back don't mean the man knocked me down. And now you're shooting a jump shot, you fall down in the three-point line, the whistle blow. I actually think the NBA is being set up for the Europeans, and eventually it's going to end up being a European game. And the people that build it may not be the people that receive all the rewards for it. That's my opinion.
The opinion of Coach Shigari is merely the opinion of Coach Shigari. European players, we love you on Ebony Sports Report. We love you. It's just his opinion, not the opinion of every sports reporter. So, Coach Charles, you even got an owner that will go and flop also. So, what's up with the flopping and your thoughts and your opinion?
Well, I feel like Shigari said, man, they are microwaving the game, man. They're just too many. So, I mean, when I grew up, I played against some guys like Andrew Knowles, Mike Pringle, man, Freddie Freeze. And these guys, they go out there and when they foul you, they foul you. They wasn't no flopping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm raised up under that creed there, man. When they foul you, they foul you. And you all you do is get up and get back in the game and play again. I've never been a guy to take a charge. I'm scared of charge. Hit my head, and I ain't know nothing about concussions then.
And Freeze used to rough you up on purpose to make you.
Yes. Yeah. Like I say, man, I play with the guys, man, like Shigari, all these guys, man. These guys were tough, man, and I was one of the young guy coming in, and I got my toughness from them, and I just want to not bragging on it, but just giving him his prop while we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, my brother. You hear that, Jew?
Oh yeah. Hey, we balled back in the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
You don't know about that.
Yeah, we started out in a little raw backyard.
That's right.
This ain't a family reunion going on right now. Reunion. And I'm going to say that I got to say this right. The opinion of Coach Charles Morris is really his opinion right now. He is too young to play with Andrew Knowles. So just to put that one out there, then Shigari, too young. But again, they have a reunion going on. So Coach Julius Hall, what about
I'm not too young?
We're not too young to play with Andrew Knowles. We remember Andrew Knowles in Tonka Center.
That's right.
The greatest big high basketball player of all times is Andrew Knowles.
And Coach Freeze,
that's right.
He coached us. So he used to rough us up. We young little guys, 11, 12 years old, right. And he boning us. I'm talking about he going down and boning us like this here, knocking us out. But it got you tough. It got you mentally and physically ready for the game.
Yes, ma'am.
And also, if you want to fight, Freddie Freeze is go get them gloves out there. Now y'all can go ahead out here and fight under the gloves, and then we go get through, and we go back to playing basketball. I know you can remember that one, Shigari.
Yes, man. Yeah, Mama. You're trying to figure out why they keep trying to reference everything in West Savannah, Compton and stuff like that. I don't know why. And you said you remember Shigari being right by the fish place, right on East Broad, and why he keeps trying to play, the West Side like that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Mama. Okay. I guess we'll go back to doing what we need to do. Yes, ma'am. That was my mama.
Hey, this is the show. Y'all ever seen that show where Let's Call a Friend? It was one of them game shows. Let's Call a Friend. They can help you get the answer so you can win the money. He called Mom. Lifeline. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on guys are flopping?
Flopping, they should give those guys a tech every time they flop like that. They shooting the ball and they falling down. Man, listen, that'll stop them from doing it if you give them a tech. They'll shoot that ball without falling all the time. And isn't Curry just amazing? That boy shoot from half court. Who does that?
Nobody. World Be Free didn't have that range.
I'm telling you, isn't it?
Even his daddy didn't have that kind of range.
That's another one from Savannah that we forget all about. World Be Free.
Be free.
Yeah, absolutely. So now people are saying that it might appear that there's a decline in Alabama football. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Julius Hall? Is there a decline in Alabama football?
I hope it is. I'm a Bulldog fan. Anytime that we can get Saban to go down, that's good. See, we should have made Auburn go down the same way. See where Tuberville at now? Tuberville is in the halls of Congress acting like a racist. Serious. In the halls of Congress. He left from Auburn and wherever else he went at, Mississippi, where he went at, and now he's in the halls of Congress. He's a congressman acting racist. They done coach all these boys. They done won him all these champions. Done made him as popular as he is. But I'm glad that Saban is going down because he's a Donald Trump guy also. Bam.
Coach Shigari, Alabama football, is it still rising or is it declining?
Well, I don't I don't think it's declining. I just think Georgia's just got much better. They returning 6 starters on offense, 5 starters on defense. But now, Bill Conley of ESPN got them ranked as 125th among all FBS teams. I'm assuming that's the defense. So they probably gonna take a few lickings this year, but they had a good recruiting class. They always been in the top 5, ranking the top 5 in power football. So I think Alabama is not over yet. It's not just a cakewalk for Georgia yet. For us Bulldogs, we don't want to take them light, but we want to keep handing them those whippings. And as long as Kirby keep making the right calls, Georgia will be fine.
All right. So, Coach Charles, what's your thoughts? Alabama, is it a downfall for Alabama on the about to occur? Is it a downfall?
Well, I hate Alabama with a passion. I'm also a Georgia Bulldog fan, and but being Nick Saban, being who he is, they're gonna bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Besides everything else, he's a great coach. You know what I'm saying? He know how to recruit. They know how to recruit. I don't know if they pay for the player, but they know how to recruit, and they put some good guys in. In the NFL, they put good talent out. So I don't think this is the end for Alabama. I think they're gonna really bounce back. It won't be this year because just like Shagari said, Georgia is returning some starters, and they're building. Kirby is doing the right thing. Georgia's gonna be the team to beat for the next 2-3 years.
Okay, all right. Coach Stud, the word.
Hey, how's everybody?
Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. And so the word on the street is that it may be a decline in Alabama football. There may be a downfall of Alabama football. So what's your thoughts on that, Coach Stud?
Well, as long as they got Nick Saban, they're going to be competitive. But just like they said, the Kirby Smart era, Kirby done had him beat really twice and literally gave the game away to Alabama. Now he done figured out a way how to beat his mentor, and he gonna, as long as Kirby Smart there in Athens, Tuscaloosa gonna have a problem. Kirby Smart is the defensive guru.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Yes, he is.
Okay. All right. So we're going to West Virginia now. We done left Alabama. We're not going to another place. They got the mountains and all that. We're not going to the coal mines of West Virginia. Bob Huggins said some stuff, and that those who played at the Grant Center and all that, played with Coach Freeze, y'all had heard this word that Bob Huggins had said a couple of times. Y'all have been experiencing that word. People are calling y'all that word. And so now they say, you can't do that, Bob Huggins. And he has now lost $1 million, his salary for next season. And so what's your thoughts with regards to what happened with Bob Huggins with regards to West Virginia and his commentary that was on the radio show? When he used the word that was used by Coach Freeze and Andrew Knowles and everybody bringing it to him when they were playing on that west side, and it has accounted.
Who you asking?
Coach Stud. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts?
Well, he learned the valuable lesson now. You just don't gaze in them Catholics. Hey, you have to leave them alone. You just can't even comment. You have to keep your thoughts to yourself, especially when you're a public figure. And he apologized. They suspended him for what I believe 3 games. It was going to cost him about $1 million all the way around. Yep.
And Coach Charles left because I guess, it gave him a flashback.
No, he had a prior appointment, I think.
He had a flashback.
He had to go to work.
He had a flashback. Bam. Coach Shigari, what's your thoughts about that?
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You can't say what we used to say. Everything is tender ear now. Even the comedians getting shot down for cracking jokes about certain things. So there's only a few things that you can actually talk about, and there aren't no problems. I won't make you have to say it's not the views of Ebony Sports Reporter, so I won't say what I want to say. But what I will say is that I don't think it's fair that I think that when they first started out giving out participation trophies was the end of society. So now society think things are supposed to be given to them just because they showed up. So you actually taking the hard work out of a kid, starting the kid out hard work. You have to earn that. You have to earn this position you played. It's not given to you because I have to give you 10 snaps. I'm not giving you a trophy because we finished in 6th place and now you getting the trophy. If you don't get no trophy now, when you come back the following year, you want to work harder to get that trophy. I can remember back in 1974, and Coach Julius can remember, when the whip was, we went 0-7. And that was all our first year playing organized football. We went 0-7. Didn't get no trophies, didn't get nothing. Came back the next year with basically the same team except Lamar Owens Sr. was the only one left off that team. And we came back and we ended up making it almost a game away from the championship. Mm-hmm. Hard work is what is taken out of the fiber of society. So Coach Bob Huggins, watch your mouth.
So Coach Julius Hall.
Well, and what made us go from 0-7 and not winning the game was that they worked us so hard the next year. They told us we wasn't gonna lose no games. You know what I'm saying? They put it on us, man. I'm talking about practicing right there on the Catholic ground and going back from to Hudson Hill to the Catholic ground. Man, they used to, man, when we left there, we were so wore out, we knew that we didn't want to work that hard no more, be pummeled into the ground by our coaches, that we knew we had to win. So we took it out on the other players the next year.
You can't do no more these days. No more bully in the ring.
But to Bob Huggins, no, you're right. But Bob Huggins, he talked too much. Bob Huggins has always been like that. He learned a valuable lesson. Everybody learning a valuable lesson. If you don't watch your mouth, you are liable to lose some money in your bank account. Was it worth that kind of money? Hell no. $1 million for you to say some stupid stuff? You better watch your mouth. Matter of fact, don't even give an opinion.
All right, Coach Charles, what's your thoughts with regard to Bob Huggins and his situation? Because we know Coach Freezer probably said something that to y'all too.
You know he would, but just like Cigar said, man, you just can't say all kind of things. You know, I'm just gonna use his model right now. You just got to shut your mouth, and just like Cigar said, I don't want to say too much on this this podcast, so I don't want to discriminate or anything. So you just need to shut his mouth. You know, anything, too many things you can say to people, you know, and just get away with it. But I know he's hurting out that pocket. A lot more people, you know what I'm saying, when you say something to these kids or whatever, that's what they need to do to them. They need to just hurt their pockets, and they'll realize you just can't say something to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Back in our day, if you say something, just like I say, Coach Free's going to get them gloves, and y'all just going to go in the middle of the basketball court and work it out. And at the end of the day, you're still going to be friends.
And alive.
Coach Julius Hall, see, they respect that again. They don't want to have the disclaimer to come up. See, they respect. I like these coaches here, Coach. I like these coaches here. See, I ain't got to worry about no credit card stuff and all this other stuff like that. I ain't got to worry about certain type of language going on. I like these coaches right here.
I grew up with these guys, so you know they're gonna have the credit cards when Bernard come back. Bernard just not here tonight. And One thing I wanted to say on that was that if he was black, he wouldn't even have a job. Y'all know that. If he was black, he wouldn't even have a job right now.
Okay. Somebody else, we talk about people who lost millions of dollars, and now we're going to 39 million. Ja Morant, because he was not all NBA, he did not get 39 million. His contract allowed him to get 39 million. Coach Charles, what's your thoughts on that? Ja Morant did not make all NBA, so 39 million that he could have gotten.
I think it has a whole lot to do with that incident he had. You know what I mean? Because they didn't like the way John Morant portrayed himself, and that's just who he was. You know, he made a mistake, and I hope he learned from his mistake. $39 million worth of mistakes. I mean, I just hope he just get his mind together. You got a little daughter, you got so much you care for. You know, she's in the limelight with you, taking to every game. You got to set a better example for her. You know what I mean? Your kids. You know what I mean? So I hope he learned from this mistake. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the only reason why he didn't make it, because of what happened to him. What they put.
right. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to this? 39 million.
Well,
We had told on Ebony Sports Reports, we had told people over a month ago that this was something that was pending, and it came to fruition. Because Ebony Sports Reports, we said to y'all share, because you have some dynamic opinions come up on Ebony Sports Reports. You hear some of tonight also, and you heard it in the past.
Young, and at that point, stupid. You know, you got to look at your contract. You got to think outside the box. Read that contract. See what you can do and what you can't do. You got $30-something million that you can be forfeited from, and you gonna go to a club, have a party, and carry a gun. No, you should have had 30 damn bodyguards around you so nobody could be around, get to you. You don't need a gun with 30 bodyguards. And what you doing with a gun anyway? You see LeBron James carrying a gun? Hell no. You see Steph Curry carrying a gun? Hell no. Do what you're supposed to do. We can't make no excuse for it. $39 million less richer.
All right. So we now go on to, excuse me, Coach Stud. What are your thoughts with regards to the loss of 39 million?
We all can agree it was his off the court problems that caused that death. The off the court incidents that caused that death. A former blackball, but
yeah.
They're the what you call it, the role models for the NBA.
yes,
He's looking up to them, and they feel like, well, John Morant, look how John Morant play, and he carrying a gun, and he's showing the gun. You know, that's some thug stuff, man. You're making millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. You ain't got to see nobody else no more if you don't want to. You got enough money to not to have enough protection that nobody can get to you.
All right, so Coach Cigar, what's your thoughts with regards to this? John, the loss of the 39 million, or the potential 39 million that he could have gotten, he could have received. He's still making millions, but he would have this bonus of 39 million, making an all NBA team.
We good over here in the West. Y'all remember that comment? Who you worried about? We good over here in the West. He's playing in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee is a violent city. Young Dolph got killed on the street while going to get donuts. So the NBA is transitioning. There will never, ever be any more Detroit bad boys. There will be no more of that in NBA. John Morant should be a better role model, not just for his child, for his family, but for the city. A lot of those young cats in Memphis, Tennessee look up to John Morant. Like they say, he in the club, and then you got this young kid, this high school kid that's got a lawsuit against him for something about a pickup game they was having.
Right.
He can't do that. Shouldn't do that. He just, I know he's, I guess, a kid, but he's from South Carolina. He's from South Carolina. I can't remember the city, but I don't believe that much was going on in that city where John Morant comes from. I think John Morant is a good kid. I think he's a good person in the heart. I think the villain John Morant is just a peer pressure John Morant. I believe. I don't believe that he's that type of person. And that 5% increase that was in his contract that he lost out on because he didn't make the All-NBA team, John Morant is box office. I'm pretty sure everywhere he go, they sell out. I've never seen a man walk on air like John Morant since Michael Jordan. But his walking on air is different. It's way different. I just hope the brother get the counseling he need. And like I say, get those yes men's out of his corner. He need me and Julius Hall in his corner. Somebody who gonna tell him, hey man, nah, we ain't doing that. And don't care if he get mad, cry, whatever he say. But we gonna tell him that's not what we do.
That's right.
That's what he need.
That's right.
And as far as his dad, they saying his dad not being there. I believe his dad is being a dad. Because his dad was trained. I believe he just not listening. He just not receiving. I'm pretty sure his dad is telling him, hey, son, you need to walk a little different light. Well, sometimes bright lights, money, and fame change you a lot. And I believe if he go back to his core when he was that quiet guy in college, that nobody knew about. If he just go back to being that quiet guy, everything will blow over. And he young. He got a chance to make up that $39 million.
Yeah, well, just for to say.
Good luck to John.
Right.
He's out of a little small town called Sumter.
Something
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right up the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows real bad or something. So I
Yeah,
know
that's
he had
before you-
something.
Other side of Florence.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't believe his dad is doing enough to get him as that positive. This is just my opinion now. I think his daddy just not, like you say, if it was Coach Hall, it'd be a different now. I don't think the dad is really doing that. I could be wrong. I'm not there with him, but I just look at the dad swagger when he on the sideline with him. Look like he jumping around out there just like his son.
That's right. That's right.
Well, how old is John Morant? 20 what? 23? 24, something like that?
Yeah.
So it's a possibility that his daddy only 23 years older than him, right? So his daddy may be around 46. All right, heck, he
Yes.
could be 42.
Yeah.
You know? So his dad may be just as young, so maybe their relationship is more like big brother, little brother than daddy and son.
Exactly.
I feel like there's a lot of
Yeah.
fathers who have kids that instruct their kids when they wrong, break them down when they wrong, love them when they need love. But it's up to the kid to receive. And a lot of them, I think the law that when you're 18, you're grown, you're adult, I think that's tricky. Because you have kids today, once they're 18, oh, you can't tell me I'm grown now. No, you're not grown. And I think because you're 18 don't make you grown. And I think he's still grown. It's a lot of stuff that's new to Ja. I think, yes, daddy's sitting front row at all the games and jumping up and down. Heck, if I had a son in the NBA, I'd be jumping up and down too when he makes a money. You know? But I would pull him to the side and say, hey, son, the way you're going, son, I don't think you should go that way. That's not going to lead to nothing good right there, son. And all you can do at that point in his life is give him advice and hope he receives it.
Right.
You know, you can't spank him no more.
Right.
You can't take his things from him and put him in the room, take his PlayStation and put him in the room. You can't do that no more. All you can do is give him the truth and hope he listens to you. Hope he have enough faith in you to listen to what you putting out to him and know that it's all in love. And I do believe his daddy loved him and his sister.
Yes.
Okay. We are back. We are back. Only after that because the screen went off again. It's a conspiracy. I know. Coach Studd, at least he brought me back this time because again he shut me down the other computer, so that's why I had to come over here. So we got some other topics. We're gonna roll through some of the other topics. So we now come to Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. What's your thoughts with regard to that, Shigari? What's your thoughts with regard to them? Just not saying no, but a match against one another. What's your thoughts with regard to them now in the boxing world?
Like I told Coach Julius earlier, right? I don't watch much of boxing anymore, but Gervonta Davis, I believe he come out of Mayweather camp, Money Mayweather camp. I believe Gervonta Davis, pound for pound, is a heck of a fighter. Now, Devin Haney, the lightweight champ, I don't know what's the beef or the what's going on between them because I'm not much in the boxing.
Oh no, there's no beef. I was just saying again, they're on the rise. Like what do we think about? It's no beef. I'm just like saying, just throwing it out there because they're two out there.
Well, I think they're the future of boxing. I think they're the future of boxing, and eventually somebody's gonna move up to somebody weight class if that's the problem, and eventually they're gonna square off. It's I believe it's some tape out there of them sparring against one another out there somewhere. But I like Davis. I like him. And that's my opinion on boxing.
All right. And Coach Charles, what's your thoughts with regard to Devin Haney or Gervonta Davis? Both of them, either one of them.
I'm like Shigari. I don't watch a lot of boxing, you know what I mean? And I don't know too much about them, but and I'm just gonna pass on that quick. Just like I said, I don't watch boxing, and I just don't like it. You know what I mean? Even though Coach Freeze showed us the glove, I just don't like the boxing, man. I just don't. I ain't watched boxing since the great Muhammad Ali, so I don't even watch boxing.
All right. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts with regards to, again, Devin or Javante? You know, or both of them or one of
them. Haney, keep your eye on him now. Let's keep our eye on him now. He's like he said, he comes out of that Mayweather camp there, and he's gonna be the next Mayweather. I really feel that.
Okay.
I really feel that. Just my opinion now.
Right, yeah. And that's fine. So you can have those type of opinions. It's just that when we get into some other stuff, they don't like European basketball players. They don't like the Euro step. You know, I'm just saying. And I'm gonna say this, Donald Williams, don't be coming at me because I'm talking about him. I'm talking he don't like the Euro step. They're gonna take over. I know what you're gonna try to do, Donald Williams, because you know your baby on here. Shut it on down now.
The game is being designed now for, like I said, European. You know, the game's opened up. There's no more there's no more center. There's no more centers. Or the center shooting jump shots. You know, the high percentage shot is leaving out of the game. The best shot now is the 3-pointer.
Why is Randall out there shooting threes?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Why is Randall out there shooting threes? He hurt his team more than anything.
When we came up, the coaches say the closer you are to the basket, the easier it is to score.
That's a high percentage shot.
The other night in the Lakers Warriors game, the Warriors had so many 3-pointers, but the Lakers had a gang of 2-pointers and still beat them by a nice amount. So the high percentage shot is always the high percentage shot. The physicality of the game is changed. That's why it's spread out. It has changed. If the game was still as physical as it was, I don't believe some of those players would have came over here and played. And that's just Shagari Williams' opinion. I watched the game. And I
agree with you too, Lou. I agree, Shagari. They're just going away from the big bands, not big bands anymore. They're all outside the 3-point line. Everybody wanted to see the jump shot, the 3-point line, you know. And just like I say, AD need to read the Shaq book, and maybe even the my boy Dennis Rodman book. You know what I mean? Get in there and bang. You know what I'm saying? Bleed. You know what I mean? They don't do that no more. There's no more blood on the shirts no more.
You can't teach.
Heart
is the only thing you can't teach. You can't teach heart, and you can't teach size. Either you're gonna be tall or you're gonna be short, but you gotta have heart. If you ain't got no heart, then it doesn't matter how big you are, or how small you are, how quick you are, how fast. You gotta have heart.
And where you heard that from, Shagari? Pure and Heart.
Pure and Heart.
Where you heard that from?
You know where I heard it from. If you don't want to tell Coach Jamal, I know a Warrior didn't create it.
Pure and Heart.
Ain't no more banging in that paint. It's just running around off of screens and picks and just shooting the 3 now.
Yeah.
The new era, new modern day basketball.
They made it soft and they making like they did the NFL.
Yep.
For quarterbacks, you mean?
Yeah.
NFL for quarterbacks.
And wide receivers too. Because you can't touch them.
Can't touch them. They might as well put a flag on them.
A flag on them. Exactly.
I can remember when Savannah owned George Atkinson was a terror back then. I'm still not wondering why he ain't in Canton. Why he ain't in Canton? Why Jack Tatum ain't in Canton? Why? Those two guys deserve to be in Canton. That's where the Hall of Fame at. In case everybody looking at me like they don't know what I'm talking about.
In Canton, Ohio.
Right, Canton, Ohio. They deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, I was frozen. I was frozen based on what you had said earlier, talking about some Jacob Warrior stuff. See, I was frozen.
Well,
I was frozen. I was frozen.
I got two family members that graduate from Jenkins. Omar, Sharif.
Yeah, yeah. One of the great Warriors. Yeah.
And Teddy Williams.
Me
and Teddy Williams are first cousins. Teddy Williams' daddy is my daddy's nephew. So me and Teddy Williams grew up like he was like my older brother. So I got
Teddy Williams?
Warriors right
Parents, Teddy
graduated from Tompkins.
You know, he's HBJ. He's a Warrior. But anyway, we didn't get to the I was frozen. I could not realize that I can accept the treachery that I just experienced from you, Shigari. But anyway, Coach Shigari.
I love you, man.
but we're gonna jump in this right here since y'all talk about something, because this is what this is about. Who are them dogs in the NFL? Who are them dogs in the NFL? Coach, who are them dogs in the NFL that you think about them dogs? Because again, you know who are them dogs.
Come on, really? The world champions are the dogs. The world champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are the dogs, and his son just got drafted to the Kansas City Chiefs to play on that line. So all they did was got better. Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. That's the dog.
All right.
The bad dogs.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Kansas City beefing up, but I'm gonna still ride with them Cowboys, man. I'm a diehard. I hate to say it, and I hope my son ain't listening. I hope he ain't listening. I hope he ain't listening. But I'm gonna ride with them Cowboys, them the dogs, man. I gotta stay loyal, man, since 1977. But I am a Kansas City Chief fan.
All right, just tell me and Jamal when you got tickets so we all can go with you.
Matter of fact, the schedule come out tonight.
Yeah, just came out. I just saw it pop up.
Okay.
The opinion of Coach Charles Morris is merely opinion of Coach Charles Morris. Why? We love you. We love Kansas City. We don't like the Cowboys. It's merely opinion of your daddy. Yo. Okay. So, Coach Stud, who's the dog? Who the dogs that you think? Them dogs, players or teams, dogs in the NFL?
The dogs are now the Philadelphia Eagles. What they got? 5 or 6 Georgia Bulldogs players on their team. They are the dogs of the NFL.
Okay.
And if you line them up against Kansas City in 2 months, they will beat Kansas City.
They them boys now, understood.
They them boys now. No, they them boys now. They them boys now. Watch them Houston, Texas with Will Anderson over there now. Freak of an athlete, boy. Now they them boys of that NFC East.
It's gonna be a great season. I can't wait.
Right.
Them boys. American team.
Coach Shigari, who the dogs? Who the dogs in the NFL?
Deebo Samuels and the San Francisco 49ers. I believe if we have a quarterback, we would have been in the Super Bowl instead of the Philadelphia Eagles. I truly believe that, and I truly believe
somebody that they don't believe it.
The San Francisco 49ers will come out and go to the Super Bowl because they draft the Georgia defensive tackle because they lost their defensive tackle to the 49ers. So the only thing might be is we lost our defensive coordinator. He's the head coach in Houston now. So it depends on the defensive coordinator that we hire. Do we have the same philosophy, the same mindset to keep that defense live like it is? And all we got to do is just get somebody who could throw the ball. We played in the NFC Championship game without a quarterback. So that's my dog, San Francisco 49ers.
Again, he tried to shut us down again. He tried, Coach Julius Hall, Mr. Producer tried to shut us down again. So now we'll roll on with regard to this. Coach Stud, for 17 years in a row, the SEC has basically had the most people drafted in the NFL. In the draft, it has been led by the SEC. What's going on with that? Why is it like that with the SEC that they're able to have, again, to lead the way with the number of draft picks coming from their way? What's going on with that?
Reason being, they say the Southeastern Conference is the most toughest conference in college football. And they feel those athletes is more likely to succeed on the professional level. And they have been doing it, so I can't dispute that. I can't dispute it. Yeah, they're all over the NFL, SEC.
All right.
Hey, I want to say something before I go, man. I got to go clean this building, man. I want to clean this building, man. I got to, keep working. And I appreciate y'all having me, man. And I'm going to have y'all on my show if y'all don't mind. I want to interview Julius had to interview you and interview Shigari. He the one, convinced me to keep doing this. But I would like to interview you two brothers if I have a chance, man. Y'all get with me, man. I'm sure will please like to have y'all on my show also.
I'll represent anytime. I will represent.
The opinions of Jamal Torre are not necessarily the opinions of our Black leaders.
Hey, man, and my motto to y'all, man, like I tell everybody, man, y'all keep grinding, man.
We got you, brother. Man. Come back.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
Come back anytime you want.
That's
All right, man.
Bring your son.
I won't wear the Wolverine shirt no more.
No Dallas Cowboy conversation.
Matter of fact, I better not tell you what kind of jersey I got, but anyway. Great job, fellas, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yes,
all right.
Cigar, love you, man.
Love you too, B.
All right.
Later.
So, Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to SEC? 17 years in a row, they led with regards to draft picks.
Well, I can probably tell you this, and I'm sure that Coach Shigari will tell you this also. The SEC is just like the whippers. We whip ass.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
right. All we did, Stud. When we were little, everybody wanted to be a whipper, Frank Callan Boys Club player.
That's right.
We whip butt. That's what we did. And that's why the SEC is so dominant with all the draft picks, because, hey, that's where all that. All the talent is there. We play this all day long. They do it in Texas. They do it in New York and California, but they don't do it like they do it in the South. The SEC is dominant because of that.
Country, baby.
What?
So I'll just have to ask this question. So what conference would Forsyth have been in? Forsyth, what conference would they been in?
Forsyth who?
You talking about the Flame? I think they call it the Flame.
Forsyth Flame? You know, they became known as the Flames, yeah.
Was it the Flame?
Ooh, boy.
We played Forsyth last time we played Little League football. And they had a dude named Bucky playing quarterback.
Oh, Bucky Scruggs.
And they had to call the ambulance for him.
I thought we beat Forsyth down, man.
Yeah, we did. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Now, Bucky was bad now.
Yeah.
Bucky was bad. I used to date his sister.
Okay.
we gonna move on. We're gonna move. So Coach Shigari, what's your thoughts with regards to the SEC 17 years in a row, leading the way with regards to the draft picks?
The SEC is the best conference in the land. That's why Texas A&M joined. That's why Missouri joined. And I think it's a couple of more teams coming into the SEC. It's the best
Texas, and
I'm hoping that Debo over there get out that way he at, and he come try to get in the SEC, so we can see actually how tough Clemson is. Because football is played in the SEC, and you might get the best SEC team to beat the worst NFL team.
Give them hell. Give them hell. That's
no. The top SEC team will not beat the worst NFL team. It won't even be a game. It won't even. Now, keep in mind, now you got guys on that SEC team that would never make an NFL roster. Now, let's keep that in mind.
I take that.
These guys are professionals.
I take that.
They're there for a reason. You got guys on that SEC team, several of them that would never make an NFL team.
But sir, when Bama was in their prime a few years ago, I would have put them up against Atlanta Falcons.
No. It wouldn't even been
put Bama up against Atlanta Falcons.
What I used to tell you, Florida State, too much team what?
Too much team speed.
Now the speed of the NFL game, 350, 340-pound linemen going from sideline to sideline, it's unbelievable, man. So we be sitting there in the stands, but to get out there with them big jokers moving, bro, it's like night and day, man. We get down there in the trenches with them. They coming, boy. Yep. No college team will beat no professional team. That's just my opinion now.
Yes, sir. Leave him alone.
Miss Williams.
With the lies. Thank you, Sister Donna. Thank you.
Defend your husband.
Okay, I saw that.
She's looking out for me because the lies that were coming in, trying to attack for stuff like that.
Oh, she's looking out for you.
She's looking out for me. No, she's looking out for me. You know, because she's like, why Jamal got to be around this foolishness like that? They just come at it. But so now, just again, because there's a bunch of hype. Excuse me, let me say, Bryce Harper, is it hype or is it legit? Is it hype? Is it legit regarding Bryce Harper? And we go to Coach Julius Hall.
I think it's a little bit of both. The Major League Baseball needs the attention. Bryce Harper's the story. They want him to be a comeback success story, so they're playing it to the tilt, you know, and you can't blame them. Football is about to overshadow them. The NBA playoffs is overshadowing them, so they got to have some attention. So that's what they're doing. They made a commercial the other day about how many home runs are being hit now, you know. So, you know, it's football and basketball is taking over. So in the NBA, I mean the MLB got to do something.
All right, Coach Shigari, what's your thoughts? Bryce Harper, is he inspiration? Is he hype? Is he legit?
Bryce Harper, before the injury, he wasn't overrated. He wasn't overrated before the injury. He had the Tommy John surgery, right?
Yeah,
that's what he's coming back from, and now he's gonna be a pinch hitter. He's a pretty good baseball player. I think he was the number one pick when he came out. For was it Philly?
No, for
is he in Philly now?
For the Nationals. Yeah, he's in Philly now for the Nationals.
Yeah. Oh, he was a mother in Washington.
Right. And then he went to Philly. I think he's every bit as advertised now. We have to just wait and see after the surgery. You know, how it affects his swing, how it affects his power. And as far as the major league having all these home runs now, is it a different ball being made? Different? What it is that all of a sudden you're getting all these home runs. The last time you had home runs like this, Barry Bonds and the guy, everybody said it was steroids. So it wasn't steroids just because it was Barry Bonds. Was it? What was it? Was it the ball? So I don't know. We just have to wait and see. I watch baseball when they get close to the World Series is when I watch it. So I'm not a big baseball enthusiast, but I do know what I do know is that if the smalls just getting out of major league, just going back to the foundation of little league baseball. Baseball was once known as a poor man's sport. All you needed was a baseball glove. Find your glove somewhere and find a ball. When me and Drew was kids, we played baseball summer everywhere. And every neighborhood you went to in Savannah, Georgia had a baseball team. Yamacraw had one. Frazier Home had one. Caton Home had one. Fairwood had one. Bottrell had one. Woodsville had one. Can Park had one. Those are in the neighborhood, the urban neighborhoods. Now you don't have that. Now it's traveling baseball, and it costs. So now I'm not saying this, I'm just putting it out there that when you watch baseball, you're not watching Coach Jamal when you watch baseball. And if you don't mind, it's gonna be back to what it was with the White Sox. It's gonna be back to the White Sox scandal if you don't keep paying attention. That's the highest paying sport is baseball. But there's no more Hank Aaron. There's no more Roberto Clemente. There's no more Willie Stargell. We're not seeing those. The reason is because they took it out of the urban neighborhoods. The city used to sponsor baseball teams. They don't anymore. They used to sponsor football teams. There's no more Daffin Park. They don't anymore. So if it's happening here, it's happening everywhere else too. And I'm a firm believer that whatever sport our kid play, they can master if they get a chance to play. I believe if not field hockey, what's the little sport with the little net they play now? You don't see a lot of our kids play that. But I believe if they do play it, they will come to fruition where a lot of us will be into it. I just think that the athletes that came from the old Negro League, like Satchel Paige and those guys, Jackie Robinson, them guys, and played baseball, somewhere down the line, we forgot about baseball and we stopped focusing more on football and basketball. Everybody wanted to be a Magic Johnson when everybody should have just been a Hank Aaron. And that's just my opinion. We need to get baseball back into the neighborhoods.
That's correct. And lacrosse too. What's that?
Lacrosse, that's it, Coach. See, I got that assist from that whipper, Coach Jamal.
The opinion of Coach Shigari Lee Williams, and merely his opinion. I am Cubano Americano. I'm Cubano Americano. He don't like us coming from Europe with the Euro step in basketball, and he don't like us because we are Afro-Cubano playing baseball.
No, Coach Jamal, that is not true. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if we don't watch what we're doing, it's going to be another scandal like the, what it was, 19-something Chicago White Sox.
White Sox,
White Sox
Charles Kaminsky.
Yeah.
See, why he got to be like that? And see, then Julius Hall got to jump in and see, boy, that them talking people, them West Side whippers, you know. So, again, we got nothing but 2 minutes left. This has been Ebony Sports Reporters. And so anyone else want to throw something out there, we let y'all go and throw it out there because the NFL season schedule has now popped up. They got Jacksonville going to like Europe like 2 times.
I didn't like that, but that's back to back too. So that's mean they're gonna have to stay over there. They're not gonna fly back. They're gonna have to practice over there and prepare for the next game.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of treacherous, but again, we'll throw it out to any coaches. Y'all thoughts with regard to that, and then we'll be wrapping up Ebony Sports Reporters. So, anybody thoughts with regard to the schedule?
I can't wait because football is my thing. Saturdays and Sunday. I told my brother today we were in the, over in his backyard today, and I told him, I said, "Well, we better be going to church a whole lot because you know Sunday's football." Sunday's at the Wild football, so we better get our churches in now.
Brother, you go get that service. You can get out of there and catch them games at 1 o'clock.
I'm preaching too long with it, bro. Long. You know, make these now. I catch you.
Boy, you stop.
To God, I say the opinion of Coach Julius Hall is merely Coach Julius Hall opinion, God. Lord, we serve you. We serve thee, Lord. We serve thee all the time.
Coach Chicago.
Yes, sir.
What you gonna do with this dude, man? You gotta give us.
I love Coach Jamal, man.
You gonna give us the disclaimer every time.
Yeah, he's just doing his job. I love Coach Jamal, man. I love Coach Jamal. I think football this year is gonna be exciting, and I love any team that go against the Dallas Cowboys. I just want to put that out there. I don't care who the Cowboys play. I like the other team.
All right.
And I like them to win because they're not the America's team. That title was actually offered to the Pittsburgh Steelers first.
Coach Stud, you got the last word.
But they turned it down. So I appreciate you guys having me on here, and I see how hard y'all work is. But I enjoy it myself. And anytime you need old Coach Shigari, I ain't but a text, phone call, or a buzz away.
I'll send you the link every week. If you want to come on, you come on. We'll be expecting you. If you come on, that's fine with us.
Yes, sir.
Cigar, you in Savannah?
Yes, sir. Born and raised West Savannah.
Okay,
Huston Hill.
Okay, I'm gonna holler at you when I come up next time.
Yeah, come on up, bro. Holler at me. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on up. Shigari's always in the house.
All righty. You know that fellow over there, Julius Hall there?
Do I know him? Do I know him? Yeah, I know Julius since he been about 10 years old.
Yeah, our birthdays ain't but 2 days apart.
Yeah.
What?
All time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my guy. Even though he went to Tonkins and I went to Groves, he's still
What?
my guy.
That's them Tompkin Ribberines, ain't it?
Yeah, but that's when rivalries were rivalries. You know, like the Beach Savannah High and Groves, Tonkins. That's when rivalries were rivalries because you guys play on either the same little league team. Now you go to different high schools. You're in the same neighborhood. You hang out at the same spots. You know, but it's not too much of that no more. You know. So I appreciate y'all, brothers. I'm signing out. Coach Jamal, I see you, man. I appreciate everything you do for me, man.
Yes, sir. And it's about Raider Nation, the original nation, Raider Nation.
Raider Nation?
Yeah.
Savannah Christian Raiders or the Oakland Raiders?
Uh-oh.
If you're talking about the Oakland Raiders, then you need to start a petition to find out why George Atkinson and Jack Tatum not in the Hall of Fame.
You right?
Because again, they hate on us. They just win, baby. They just hate like everybody hate on the Raiders. The Raiders. That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
No, I'm just talking about the Savannah that was on the Raider.
Yeah, I'm just saying George. You know, what I'm saying George. Hugh Begin. You know,
Yeah,
also.
Begin. That's a Wolverine.
He played in Miami also.
Yeah, that's a Wolverine.
He redeemed y'all. That's what happened.
He did what?
He redeemed y'all. That would made it better. That would, you know, we accept that. But again, this is Ebony Sports Report. We're glad to have Coach Stud, Coach Shigari, Coach Charles, Coach Julius Hall. And we just gonna be waiting to see y'all next week. Again, same time, same place. And again, we'll be right here. Ebony Sports Reporters. Check us out.
And don't forget, watch our shows on tomorrow. We'll be right here doing everything that we supposed to do. Y'all just tune in and watch the shows, all of them. We got them coming. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
like that.